Most men never test a woman. They enter relationships with the assumption that kindness automatically means loyalty, that affection automatically equals respect, and that consistency in attention somehow guarantees genuine love. But the reality is often much darker. By the time a man realizes who a woman truly is, what her real character looks like behind the charm, it's already too late. He's emotionally drained, financially exploited, or in some cases, left completely broken. The truth most men avoid facing is this: a woman's real character does not reveal itself when life is easy, smooth, and filled with gifts, comfort, and constant validation. It shows up when you set limits, when you stand your ground, when you say no. That is why every man must test her early, before he hands over his time, his heart, his resources, and his future. If you don't test, you risk discovering the truth too late. So how do you test her? The first and most powerful test is simple. Watch how she reacts when you tell her no. Any woman can be sweet, charming, and agreeable when everything goes her way. When she receives the attention she wants, the gifts she desires, and the constant validation she craves, she'll look like the perfect partner. But none of that shows you her true nature. The moment you calmly deny her something, whether it's your time, your money, your approval, or your willingness to drop everything for her, you see who she really is. No is not just a word, it is a boundary. And a woman's response to boundaries reveals her emotional maturity and her respect, or lack of respect, for you as a man. A genuine woman may not like hearing no, but she will accept it. She will adjust because she recognizes that you are a man with your own standards, priorities, and life. But a manipulative or entitled woman will unravel instantly. She will lash out, guilt-trip you, question your feelings, or even weaponize her emotions. Tears, silence, passive aggression, anything to break you into compliance. That is the moment of truth. If she cannot respect no, she cannot respect you. The second test is equally important. Take something away and see if she still stays. Many men live under the illusion that loyalty equals love, but what they are often experiencing is conditional dependency. Some women are not with you for who you are but for what you provide. The comfort, the luxuries, the emotional labor, the financial benefits. As long as the rewards flow, she seems devoted. But once the benefits stop, her interest vanishes. To test this, you don't need to strip everything forever, just enough to see who she really is without the perks. Stop paying for every meal. Delay your response instead of instantly texting back. Stop giving endless reassurance on demand. Then watch her reaction. A woman who genuinely values you will stay. She may notice the change, but her affection, her presence, and her commitment won't fade. She was there for you, not just what you offered. But the opportunistic woman will show her true colors fast. She'll complain, accuse you of changing, lose interest, or even vanish, because the truth is she was never with you, she was with the benefits. The most painful lesson men learn is that the version of her they fell for was only sustained by what they provided. When those comforts disappear, so does she. That is why you must test early. The third and final test is to disagree with her and observe whether she still respects you. This one is subtle but incredibly revealing. Many men avoid conflict out of fear of losing her, so they nod along, agree with everything, and slowly erase their own identity in the process. But disagreement is where masks fall. Hold your ground calmly, whether it's about values, priorities, or boundaries in the relationship, and see how she reacts. A woman who respects you will not like every disagreement, but she will still value you as a man. She will not belittle you, shame you, or punish you simply for thinking differently. Instead, she may challenge you, but she will maintain respect. However, a controlling or manipulative woman will do the opposite. She'll raise her voice, guilt-trip you, or accuse you of not caring. To her, love only exists when you comply. That is not a relationship, that is control. A man who never disagrees, who avoids conflict to keep the peace, sets himself up for disaster. He loses his boundaries, his identity, and eventually his self-respect. But the man who can calmly disagree sends a clear message: I value you, but I also value myself. The right woman will respect you more for that strength. The wrong woman will resent you for daring to think independently. These three tests, saying no, taking something away, and disagreeing, are simple but powerful. They reveal whether a woman values you as a man or only what you can provide. They expose whether she wants a partner or just a puppet. The truth is, the wrong woman will crumble under these tests because she was never there for you in the first place. The right woman, though, will respect you more, stand by you even when things aren't easy, and value you not for your resources but for your presence. That is why you must test early, not out of malice, not to play games, but to protect yourself and uncover the truth before it's too late. Because the man who tests early saves himself from destruction later.